Bread machine hacks. Today this video is split into 3 parts. I'll be showing you my secrets for proving bread so that you can get more of it out of the bread maker, how to make ahead your bread so that you don't have to worry about making it at the time of your meals, and of course freezing your bread so that you have plenty of dough or freshly made bread in the freezer for later. My name is Samantha, and along with my husband Dominic, who is behind the camera, we will be showing you today 12 different ways to incorporate the bread maker and the air fryer to make delicious kitchen gadget recipes. We are big fans of the bread maker dough, and what we like about the dough is how you can transform it for the air fryer recipes, or just keep it as dough, or just make it to use some bread. Today it's all about having some fun while the kids are at school and spending the day in the kitchen teaching you different ways to cook with these kitchen gadgets. And if you want to follow along with this series, simply head over to our YouTube channel and you can scroll through the different videos that we've done today. Take you on a tour of our fridge and show you what happened after Dominic made lots of bread maker dough last night and left it in the fridge overnight, and you can see how it proves. So let's have a look inside our fridge. So what we've done is we've used the meat container because we haven't actually got any meat in our fridge at the moment, and then you can see how much it's made, because if you look, that bottom one there, it's actually exploded out of its cling film because it's made that much and it's proved so much overnight. And it just shows you that each one of these 4 is a separate lot of our dough. So as you can see, it will expand a lot more if you do actually leave it to prove some more, even though the bread maker does prove it for you. So this is it, I've just got it out of the fridge, and as you can see, this is how the dough looks. If you think that it's been wrapped in cling film and it's kind of expanded out the cling film, and you know, that shows that the proving carries on happening, even though the first lot of proving is actually happening in the bread machine. You know, we've also noticed that when we're making dinner rolls, that we'll put the first ones in and they'll look normally sized, and then we'll put the second lot in that have been sat around waiting, and they'll be 1.5 times to double the size because the proving just continues. But that's great because you can stretch it to make even more bread products from it, can't you? So these are some bread rolls we made earlier that are perfect for the air fryer. I'm just going to put it down here because it's quite heavy as the air fryer, and show you. These bread rolls are absolutely perfect, and while the others were cooking, these were kind of proving a bit more. So these have gone a lovely little bit bigger, and they're not sticky at all, which makes it perfect for cleaning the air fryer. So let me get them all in for you so you can have a look. So these are the 4 that we made earlier. So that's the point to make. You know, if you're into the air fryer and you're into bread, you can make it ahead. It doesn't have to be done when you're about to eat it. Simply load them up like this in the air fryer, just leave them there and air fry them as you need them. So this was our other batch. These were the bread rolls that had been proving for longer, so that you can see how big they are and how well cooked they are. And these are the other ones beside them that are much smaller because they didn't prove for as long. So let's get them next to each other and see how they compare in size. Right. My hands can't handle these hotness anymore. Right, so let's put them side by side, shall we? So that one there and that one were the ones that have been proved for much longer, and as you can see, there is a difference in size. And I noticed the ones that have been proved for less are actually softer bread roll, but they're still absolutely delicious, and it just depends how you like them. If you want a more traditional soft roll like you get at a restaurant, then these are the ones to do, and these are the ones that we didn't prove, and they've just gone straight in from the bread maker into the air fryer. Now for freezing your bread rolls, let me introduce you to my secret method, and that is my sheet pan. Funny story, I got the sheet pan from a brand thinking it would fit in the air fryer oven, and what they sent me was way too big, but I wanted to make good use out of it, so it's become my freezing tray. By freezing tray, I mean things that you want to partially freeze, but you don't want to put in a Ziploc bag straight away. So what I do is you load them all up onto your tray, like this, including the ones that have just come out, and note that the bigger ones have literally just come out the air fryer, so they can't be frozen yet. So what you can do is use this as kind of like a cooling tray and wait till they're much cooler before you start thinking about putting them in the freezer. And here are the bread rolls being placed in the freezer. Like I said, this is my sheet pan, and it's a case of finding a flat area for them to rest on so that they can partly freeze. I think this area will do nicely, and then I'll come back in a few hours and transfer them into little bags. And then from there you can transform them into a bag, and they're perfect for the freezer. I always have at least one zip bag on the go. Oh my bread. And you can fit quite a lot of them in a Ziploc bag. And then you can recycle the same bag again and again. So if you look, that's our completed bag now. And then you can just grab one at a time out the freezer, or as however many you need, and cook them from frozen. So after our day of doing our bread maker dough, this is the pizza dough that we have left over. I've floured some cling film, wrapped it in cling film, and it's ready for the freezer now. So it's just a case of finding some space in there for it, isn't it? So I'm going to put them in separate places because I don't want them sticking together, because otherwise it'll be a nightmare for when I actually want to use them. And then I can just defrost it, roll it out, and I have even quicker pizza dough. So please comment below with which bread maker and air fryer you have at home in your kitchen. Here in the Milners, we have just a cheap bread maker that we got from Amazon Germany that we had shipped to us, and we also use the Philips Air Fryer XL, which we've had for a few years now. And if you are into air fryers and bread makers, do head over to recipethis.com, as we have a lot of recipes for you to choose from there, and all the recipes that we're mentioning in these videos you can find over there too. Thanks for watching. We have a huge collection of kitchen gadget recipes, including air fryer, instant pot, slow cooker, soup maker, and many others. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and follow us on social media. Best of all, join our newsletter at recipethis.com/newsletter. There we have plenty of printables, cooking time cheat sheets, free ebooks and mini courses to help you along your way in your kitchen gadgets journey.